Scene one, take one, Pamela's videos. I'd like to do an introduction. I got it in my head. I'm good. Scene one, take two, Pamela's videos. I wanted to put together some videos so that they would spark conversation and they might help people think about Alzheimer's in different ways and help people understand what it actually feels like to live with Alzheimer's and what the barriers are for us getting our needs met. I want this to be my gift to people who have Alzheimer's, who are taking care of somebody with Alzheimer's. I want them to be able to have words to what their experience is. You know, I don't know how much longer I have. Younger onset progresses more quickly. And all of us have really different experiences. I don't want to say, you know, this is what I'm going through, therefore this is exactly what your folks are going through, or you yourself are going through. And so I hope that these videos can serve a bigger purpose by actually creating those individual conversations, but also give seed to people being comfortable talking about some of the hard things. One of the first things that I noticed was that I was losing time. Just outright, 3 hours are gone. I used to write very quickly, but over the previous 2 years, my writing had gotten slower and slower. So I had to write up a note for a contact. It should have taken me 15 minutes. And I looked up and 4 hours had passed and that note still wasn't done. You know, losing time, coming back from appointments and not knowing who I had met with. Did something happen a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago? That is all gone. And I told family members that things were going wrong. I told my doctor, I told my supervisor, and she just chalked it up to stress. But they were all things around having Alzheimer's. I just didn't know that's what it was yet. When you have something that is this ongoing, it feels more like a merry-go-round, like, okay, we're getting on this ride again. The first go-round, that was the getting the diagnosis. And the next go-round is, I can't do my finances anymore. And then the next go-round is you keep leaving the stove on and it's not safe. Driving, need to go around again. The tricky thing is sometimes it just feels like we have losses over and over and over again, like you're just going round and round and round. I don't know, there are days where I really do feel like my skills are just sloughing off, like physically feel it. There are usually days that I'm not out of bed very much. Like everything is closed down. It's this tremendous effort. It's just immediately exhausting. And on those days, I'm usually in a separate chair. I'm not being a part of watching TV or hanging out having dinner, or I'm not doing any needlework. I'm just in this chair, really quiet. There's something about physically feeling the loss that makes it more tangible and real. I often think of the grief process like a corkscrew. Each time we go up a circle, we get closer to acceptance. So you start down there at denial, and you keep turning the corkscrew, and you're moving through. And then when you get to the top, it's acceptance. The thing about it, though, is with this condition, it's not a one-shot thing, because we have losses over and over and over again. I fear for people that are stuck in those early stages of grief, because even acceptance builds over time, and it took a bunch of steps of acceptance of each of the core things that we lose. And that's you working your way up to the acceptance of the whole. When I gave up work had been purpose for me for a very long time. Suddenly, there's a vacuum. We have to figure out how to fill that vacuum with something other than loss. We have to fill that vacuum with love and with, in my case, kindness. We have to redefine who we are. And that's been a good thing. I find joy so easily, in a flowering dogwood tree, in the beauty of some architectural element. Now I am the owner of 2 enormous cats because they bring me joy. Nothing lifts a mood for me than kitties on a lap purring. I just look at things more because they bring me joy. We have to keep fighting for purpose as we change, I think. Now that I have Alzheimer's, I want people to feel like their relatives are still alive, and how to help those of us with Alzheimer's, how we can help ourselves, how others can help us move from just feeling really alone with the diagnosis, really isolated in our experience. Help us find meaning and purpose again in life.